Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to day number 7 of rededicating this page to myself, for myself. And I know y'all like, this girl is walking on this treadmill with jeans on and a sweatshirt. But honestly, I just got back from the grocery store. And when you know yourself, you know that, well, for me, it was the thing where I know I have a tendency to, if I'm coming in from doing a bunch of shopping or just like a bunch of moving around, I'll come home. I have a tendency to just go home and just kind of like chill for a second, and that second can turn into an hour, and then I'll get, into something else that don't got nothing to do with the thing that I have to make sure I do before I go to sleep, which is movement and walking. And even though I just did all that walking outside and in the mall, whatever, that walking doesn't count for me because I promised myself that I would do a certain amount of walking a day, and regular life walking doesn't count. This is like for fitness purposes, it's just for a whole nother different purpose. Like when you walk, that's because you're living life. This is a part of my everyday fitness. It's intentional. And even though I am dead tired from running around the store, I still make sure that I keep the promises, because it is just something that I committed to. I committed to myself. And when you commit to yourself, you show up for yourself every single time, every single day, even if you don't feel like it, even if you're tired, even if you're sick. I remember I was sick and I still got on. I just walked around. I cleaned up my entire home. I just took that time to just get everything in order. And I actually felt a little bit better. My mind was a little bit clearer. Yes, my body physically wasn't feeling too great, but I can't just sit and lay around in the bed all day. It's actually bad for you when you're sick to just sit in the bed, unless you literally are like throwing something, you got fever, stuff like that. But yeah, but it all starts with the mind, and keeping promises to yourself. It trains your mind that like, oh, okay, that's safe. We were safe doing that, because there's this thing in our brain that kind of, when we introduce something new to it, it thinks that all HE double hockey stick is breaking loose, when it's not. Because it's just something new that we're trying, and our body's like, oh my gosh, we haven't done this before. What is this? Mayday, mayday, ring the bell, we don't want to do this. And that's when you get the doubts. That's when you get lazy. Your body gets lazy, or you even get sick sometimes, depending on how big of a shift it is that you're moving into your life. Like, your body can truly be stubborn, your mind can truly be stubborn when it comes to things like this. But yeah, because I remember when I first started the journey, what started it was, I was just sick and tired. I really wanted the change. I was sick and tired of just seeing everyone have, success with weight loss and healthy living, and I'm just like, what is it in me that I can't have that too? And when I did an internal inventory, that is what made the shift for me, and I think that's what's making the shift permanent for me. Like, I'm not the same person. It actually is an identity shift. Like, when at first I used to think, when people used to say, when I used to scroll and look at different types of like identity coaches and people that just talked about like identity, like if you want to be something, if you want to be somebody, you know, look at what they do every day and start doing it, and you have to really change your mindset. When you experience that, then you're like, oh, what they were saying was real. I just didn't have the awareness at the time to hear it and recognize it as you have to have a mindset shift. It's a permanent one. And when I say mindset shift, you have to ask yourself, what is it in me that I can't do that for myself? Like, what's holding me back? Like, what really is it inside of me that is holding me back? And maybe you know how to get the answer. Maybe you don't know how to get the answer. Maybe you're just going to go with the whole I don't know, and I don't know is not really an answer. It's a cop-out. I know this because I did it. I used to be like, well, I don't know. I don't know how I can't lose weight. I don't know. I've tried this diet, this way of eating, intermittent fasting, doing all these different things. I don't know why I keep getting, I don't know. But until I said that I'm going to do it even if I die trying, that is when it clicked. When I surrendered, no matter what it looked like, that is when it shifted for me. Like, yeah. And it changed my entire relationship with health and food and diets, and it really changed. But the thing is, this is the funny thing about like personal development and things like that. When you go after something and you change something in your life and you do the work and you start to get results from that work, you become a different person. And when I mean a different person, I mean like, so for me, a different person for me, I'll just share one thing. I don't tell people, except for obviously this page because I'm telling you guys my story, but I don't tell people, oh, I don't eat that, I don't eat this, I only eat a little bit of this, oh, I'm vegan, oh, I'm pescatarian, oh, I don't say it. I just be. I don't have to tell or show the world about it. And it's something that I'm still working through. This is why I share it, because I feel like it's related. An aha moment for me was when in school, show and tell, you know, but realizing that like you don't have to show and tell in your adult life. That was okay then back in school. Yeah, show and tell, because you know that was structure, that was a way for you to introduce yourself, teach you social skills, stuff like that in school. But show and tell in real life, that can lead to other different consequences that are not so great for you in adulthood. And so when you realize certain mindsets do not belong where you're going or where you're headed towards, you have to drop them. When you leave those behind and when you become conscious, they're like, oh, this is actually not serving me. And they're very subtle little beliefs. But if you can realize it, you know, which takes a certain amount of work, you can make great change in your life. And yeah, I just wanted to share that because, you know, it is what it is. But I will see you guys in the next video. So, bye. Happy Friday.